So a couple of things I want to go over today. One of them's going to be Creepz Genesis, which fucking hell. Why? I know they're amazing ecosystem, but this is so unsustainable. We'll go over this in a second, though. I just like fucking hell. That's all I can say is fucking hell. But Lux, obviously we called out Lux token back in right back down here. I believe it was like sub $2 or sub $3 or something. It was a great call, making like 200%. And the staking reward, so this launched on the 11th of January. The staking rewards decrease after 30 days. So obviously, if you bought Lux here and you were staking it, you're obviously getting really good returns. And as we approach that date where the staking rewards are going to be lowered, people are looking to take their profits, and the market's retracing, which is obviously very healthy. It's a $650 million market cap coin. It's a massive coin, and I think that approaching Coinbase NFT, it's one of the few coins in this decreasing ETH market that has the potential to keep going up. And we're returning back down now to really nice order zones. As we always say, we spoke about this in the ETH crash. You have a crash, and it takes time for the market to accumulate the orders after the crash. This crash, you can go look at the fear and greed index, but I don't need it because I look at price. This is fear. This is extreme fear here. People are scared here and they're selling their Lux tokens. But at the same time, there is a huge amount of buying interest in the Lux market around these levels. Huge amount. You can see right after the crash, we didn't have there's still a lot of selling pressure. We didn't have a massive reaction away because people have done all their sells. There's still a huge amount of selling, but the reason it's going sideways is because there's also a huge amount of buying. So buying interest in these areas is absolutely massive. I do believe we'll probably see a nice retracement down to these sort of levels down here, just because I just like these levels down here. Coming down back below to grab this liquidity is a nice place to buy from. But pretty much anywhere below these lines, you're getting a discounted buy on Lux token. And if you do believe in the project long term, you do believe that it can do well approaching Coinbase NFT, which I do, anywhere below the 0.5 from a macro perspective is a discounted buy. So it's a good time to buy Lux at the moment. I wanted to give you guys that little update, and I wanted to stress to you guys the reason I'm talking about Lux at the moment is because everyone thought Lux is just going to keep going up, but the market needs to retrace for it to be healthy. It can't just keep going up. It's not how it works. Now we're going to talk about Lumi token and the Creepz Genesis collection. So Creepz Genesis obviously went absolutely fucking bonkers. They're doing loads of stuff. Massive project, doing so much. Great project. But the idea that these have gone from 0.8 Ethereum to 10 Ethereum in a week is a little bit bonkers. And they seem to still be going up, which is even more bonkers. And the token, this movement in the token from the 24th to the 25th of January, I have to ask why. Yes, we're only at a $10 million market cap, and it could go higher. I do understand that, but this is a 170% pump in 2 days. Like, this is insane. This is super parabolic, and it's unsustainable. I mean, these people are earning like 1 ETH a day from their fucking Creepz. They're gonna end up dumping their tokens at some point. And when that dumping starts, we understand how the market works. The way a dumping price works is not just because of people selling, it's because of an accelerated rate of buyers leaving the market. And when buyers start to see that people are dumping their tokens, they're going to want to get out of their trades. And this right here, all of this green price action upwards with no red, it's inefficient and it's unstable. You can imagine it like an economy propped up on stilts at the moment. It's just fueled by hype, and it needs a healthy retracement in order to continue to higher prices. I mean, we were calling out Creepz to go down the other day, and they obviously didn't fucking listen to us because they're still getting bought up at 9, 10, 11 Ethereum for whatever reason. So obviously there's something crazy happening in that ecosystem, and I do understand that. But I just have to ask you guys to exercise caution. If you do have a Creepz Genesis NFT, and you have a shit ton of money in the Lumi token, I mean, I really like their project. I think they're amazing. I think they're an incredible project, and they can be a blue chip in the space if they are not already a blue chip in the space. Really fucking cool. But this is just so hard for me to to recommend you to hold on to your profits. I mean, yes, maybe it could pump a little bit more if this hype gets squeezed out some more. But we were already calling sales up at around about 6 Ethereum because people were starting to list. Why they pumped to 9 Ethereum is beyond me. Maybe there's some sort of fundamental driver that one of you guys could tell me about. Some sort of major announcement that Creepz have made that have caused them to do this. Yes, they are such an incredible project, but like, I don't know. It's just very hard for me to see why they would keep on going up. Let's look at the armory as well. So fucking hell, that makes me quite angry. So I bought a few of these armory items when they were very cheap, because as you know, we have the thesis that if an ecosystem is going up, and Creepz is a massive ecosystem, so if the Genesis Creepz are going up, they basically are the leaders in the ecosystem, and everything else in the ecosystem, the Lumi token, the invasion pass, the reptilians, the shapeshifters, all of these, they're gonna push a second. They're gonna follow afterwards in a delayed reaction. So after we saw this Creepz pump, we were telling people go into the armory and pick up these armory items. They're at like 0.3 floor or something like that. And now they're at the Spybirds are at 2 ETH floor, which is absolutely fucking bonkers. And I'm very, very angry I didn't hold on to it, because it would have been nice to make 2 ETH off holding one of these. But I let it go a little bit too early, because I didn't think this project was going to go as bonkers as it did. And as you can see, 10 ETH floor, absolutely fucking insane. But I'm just making this video to ask you to make sure that you guys are exercising caution. Yes, they're an amazing project. Yes, they have an amazing ecosystem, but we understand how charts work, and this is just so unsustainable. And this is so insanely unsustainable. This is a 150% odd move in 2 days. I just, on a $10 million market cap coin as well, not on a tiny low cap coin, on a big $10 million market cap coin. Not that big, but I mean, on a utility token doing this, you have to understand that people are yielding the token. They're getting this token for free. There's going to come a point where people start selling off their tokens, and they're like, oh shit, I've got 5 ETH in the Lumi token. I better start taking my profits before it goes back down to these levels down here. That point is going to come, so I have to ask you guys to exercise caution if you're in Creepz Genesis. At the moment, they seem to be fucking storming ahead. Like I have no idea how they pumped another 10 ETH floor like that, which is insane. But this video is just for you guys to understand that whenever you have a major up move in price, there has to be a retracement. There has to be a healthy retracement. This price action cannot continue forever, and we are going to get a dump back down the other side. I can maybe do some short-term analysis, look for a bearish volume divergence. So we had this high created on this volume. So what we would look for is when the next high is created. Let's say it comes up to here. If this volume here, so what's the candles created on this volume? If this high is created on lower volume, then we can understand that there's less buyers willing to come into the market. And you can also see just from price action, it's not as parabolic anymore. We're returning up and mitigating the highs. We're starting to base out and sell it. People are starting to sell their tokens. You are going to see movement down on Creepz, likely back down to these levels at a very minimum, and maybe even back down to these levels. I mean, obviously this project is in the last day done another 3 ETH floor, which is insane. So yes, there's still hype driving behind it, but I just have to ask you guys to exercise caution in this market, as it's very likely that it could be topping out sometime soon, especially with the token price action that I'm seeing at the moment. It's definitely looking like it wants to top out sometime soon. But at the same time, I said that, and I said it was topping out yesterday because of this price action here, and it pumped another 3 ETH. So obviously Creepz does not give a fuck about our market analysis, but this is just a video to ask you guys to exercise caution in the Creepz market 100%. Hope you guys enjoyed that little analysis on Lux and Creepz. Lux, as I said, great buy. It's in a discount region at the moment. And Lumi as well. If Lumi does dump back down to these regions, we can draw out our fib from the bottom to the high. And we can see, cool, anywhere below the 0.5 is going to be a discount buy. So we can look for buys around these regions once it returns down there, and it will return down there. It's not going to keep going upwards. It has to retrace. Not just the coin, but the NFT floor price has to retrace as well. It's at 10 ETH right now, which is fucking bonkers. But yeah, a little bit of an update video, a little slap in the face of reality for all of you that are making shit tons of money off Creepz on Lumi. If you're making a shit ton of money off Lumi, take your fucking profits, please. This is insane. This is absolutely bonkers. You're talking 5,000% pump from launch, and please, 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 for the love of God, take some of the profits, please. That's all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Any questions or any coins you want me to map up, chuck them in the disto chat, and I'll get right on it. See you guys later.